Okay. Right. Let's get started, and Prasanna can look at this later. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Venkateshwaran. Okay. So the one what I was looking at it, I'm trying to make it right. Still completely not yet at it. So trying to make a different theme and template with the notification as well. So the analogy what I'm trying to have now is the notification that we spoke, right? I thought I can probably quickly make it. That could be one of the important aids, obviously meeting minutes, etc. And first of all, I couldn't copy paste. I'll probably share the text. I would try to export it. But what happens is that when I export it, that goes like this. Where is that? Meeting minutes. That is not properly getting the A4 sheet, right? Yeah. See, this is how it gets cut. I tried all my might, but it gets cut this way, halfway through. You see that, right?
Are you sharing now?
Oh, I'm not sharing. 1 minute, sorry. I thought it's a typical mistake. Yeah, thanks. Let me know if you're able to see.
Yeah.
This is what it happens. This is how it looks when I export it. Right? When I export the meeting with Krishnaveni, what we had, that sheet. So this is how it happens. But long before, when I tried with Krishnaveni once, tried to export it, it was proper. But thereafter, from my OneNote, I'm not directly able to export it, and this gets off cut. So the best way is to copy the content and share it in a Word doc, put it in a Word doc and give it to the people so that they can take it up. That's the best I could do. Yeah, that's number one. Previous agenda, you can make a note. We'll go through that, right? And the notification system, what I'm planning to make is to have a category of events, right? Let's say we could, at the high level, we have two events, two tasks, right? Or two notifications. One is a actual notification, which is just a FOA. Other is a task, which people need to take an action on, right? That is primarily the bifurcation of the notification that goes in the system. But within the notification or a task, probably task is task, that's fine. We can have a grouping under. Under the notification, what I'm planning to make here is probably I made the DB design as well ready. Probably it's not yet fully done. Probably I'll complete it and give a walkthrough and explain it, right? Under the notifications, two things I'm trying to have. One, the categories. What sort of notifications we are making? One is administrative decision. Other is that financial notification, appeal rated notification. Appeal also can be administrative purely, but few things could be administrative. Few things could be the BAU tasks. Maybe we can categorize it and accordingly we'll notify it. This is one. Second thing is you could subscribe to it. Probably for a while, no, I don't need it. Up to your choice, it can take a decision whether or not to send you the notification. So that's the design I'm trying to make it. Maybe once it shapes up better, I'll share it with you. Yeah, that's the other update. Let's go through the agenda, what you prepared, Janani. Because I was looking at it as well yesterday. The meeting minutes.
Can I add meeting minutes in this agenda itself or create a separate page? No?
That's a good thing. We can make it here itself. Agenda, everything can be covered. Let's not duplicate it. We can make the meeting 27. That itself is fine. Yeah. What is the primary? Did you add that meeting schedule, Janani? Administrative sheet?
Yes, no, it's there.
Sure. What is that? Today we have today, is it? Meeting. Okay.
Next sheet.
Got
Today
it.
I just had admin work because we had
Sure.
a lot of pending from last
Strategic of learning, Prasanna, Venkatesh, third. Yeah, Prasanna. I think Prasanna also I'll check with them. Venkatesh. So will you be able to, okay? Will you be able to do justice by 3rd November?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Or, okay, accordingly we need to reschedule it. Okay, let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Potentially, we can also add a remarks here. This is to check your learnings on. To begin with HTML, CSS, and Prasanna is working on actually, right? To begin with. Later, maybe you need to still wrap up, as I said, with your PHP and MySQL as well, which you can gradually come along, right? But this is the first cut. And next is migration. That's fine. Revisiting Jira task sprint. Okay. This is just not sprint, it's just sprint. Yeah, no, maybe to check relevance, right? Set a check on enhancement task. That's fine. And eventually I'm trying to make it now just to, get my hands on it immediately. Quickly, I could do that. Some templates we can auto generate via AI, auto ChatGPTs. I have the idea how to do that. But pre-templates, I can get this done via those tools. And we can quickly make it, even with to-do task management as well, though I already had it done. Try to merge it, so keep it in SBI itself, which is what we're primarily working on. But certainly this module can be incorporated in the next gen also. I'm trying to make that a user login credentials also to begin the first module ever for anything you start with the login. So gradually we can keep building and try to make that right. And the Confluence page also we need to look at it. Okay, here itself we can take probably one of the calls we can make it. This also should have it at the Confluence. And with all the details, right? All right. This is yes. In progress, we can mark it. We can track this later. All right. So there were pending items, not many I could work, but let's go through that. Yeah. New member Janani, I have seen. Thank you. Added him into the WhatsApp group and email as well. We have sent. SBI portal. We need to create a unique ID. Did we do it? Add member.
Doesn't that work with our SBI SGID now?
It works. I'm not wrong. Member ID still it works. Yeah. Prasanna Venkatesan. Yeah. 0039. Huh? Good. So it should work. What is this? We can
I tried logging in now. It worked actually.
ID. It worked, huh?
Yeah,
Should
it worked.
basically. Yeah. This will take and we could log in. It's G0039. Last successful login was on 25th. That's right. Perfect. So we have these information that should be good. Right.
Remarks alone, I couldn't recall correctly.
That's
now.
fine.
Like how
That's
do we
okay.
know them?
But this audit potentially system we are doing it, you did not log in basically. So it's okay. Yeah, if you are logged in, it will capture your name, right? All right. So this is fine. This is done. He can log in. He can verify. He should be a part of admin. Has he been added into admin? Volunteer. Okay. Then he should be able to edit. Let's see. Appeals.
Edit is not working now.
Is it?
Right.
Interesting. Let's check that out. Okay, there's no button here. Why is such a long name? Admin work. Probably Venkatesh salary. We'll keep it that way, no? Keep it short, not too very long. Okay. That's admin work. We know that, Janani. So let's keep it precise, not too long. Yeah. You know what happened? Okay, I think okay, I get this. It's not just with admin. Did you try edit for yourself or Prasanna?
No, I tried editing the appeal details now.
Got it. For your ID or Prasanna's ID?
My ID.
Your ID itself?
Yeah.
Then that's a problem because you know very well I always get you added. We have hard coded, whether you were in the picture also or otherwise, you are always there. So your list is always probably in the first list next to me, or your ID will always be there.
Yeah.
It was hard coded. That's why
I
it's
checked
not
that
working.
too.
Even if it is not working for you, then please raise a bug. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Because I have hard coded that for few people, yourself, myself and yourself and Kushbu, Sabarish, Kumaraguruvaran, those initial set of people who were actually allowed to be a part of admin team. Now, maybe raise a Jira. That has to be immediately take a look, take a note today in today's action item to check the edit capability to be configured. Maybe we'll do it in DB. You do that, accordingly I'll take care of it. It has to be picked up from database. We'll do that. But for Prasanna, it may not work because we are just adding now. We don't even know his ID. He was not a part of, he isn't a part of the hard-coded IDs for allowed to be taking admin actions. That could be the reason. So now what we can make here is, was it admin work, SHaDE admin work? Anyway, this is for SHaDE only we do. Venkatesh. This should be fine, right? Or if needed, we can remove. See, now if you look at it, this will capture my name. Why this is you have manually added? This cannot be updated. It looks like you are manually added, isn't it? Backend. G. Adi kaati koduthiruchu.
Yes, no.
If a system captures, the system will never capture that in a mixed case. It will always be in all uppercase. Right? So that's fine. So, which is fine. What about the 204 Krishnaveni? What do you have? Now it is. This as well, right? Admin work. That should be fine. How was it named as earlier?
Earlier it was SHaDE_admin work.
Okay.
And the name of the appeal was a key actually, like primary key. So I was not able to create another appeal with the name of SHaDE_admin work. So I was
That's fine.
just
But it should
doing.
never be an appeal name. That should never be the key. It should only be the ID.
But surprisingly, it was appeal name as well. It didn't allow me, and system didn't throw any error as well.
We'll check.
I guess.
Please, make a note. If needed, raise a Jira as well. I'll take a look. Yeah, that should not be the case at all. That should never be the case. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just keep it simple as we spoke. SHaDE, admin work, and Krishnaveni salary. That will be it, right? Likewise, and have I marked the transactions? Not
No,
yet.
no.
Krishnaveni, it's all there. This guy.
No, Venkatesh, we haven't.
To mark. Okay, I think he'll do that. Venkatesh, you will do that, right?
Yeah, I will do it, sir.
Beneficiaries, we all will take. Yeah. Admin work hosting. Admin work. Venkateshwaran L. Okay. This is a beneficiary. Okay. We should not have a space. Better. Okay. Oh, here it is. We have it here. Underscore we do. That's fine. Okay. Until otherwise, there are two Venkateshwarans. Are people pairing with the same name? We have a confusion with the people name. We should be good. Okay. Let's take look at the next previous item. The good that we have captured here. SHaDE group, WhatsApp group, Jira Confluence is already there. Yes, I've added. GitHub repository. Okay, I'll check. I can give you. Okay, I'll do that. No problem. GitHub repository. Let me right away do it rather than taking a different time. I don't know whether I have an ad. Maybe I need to create an organization journey. Let's do that.
Okay.
Today's meeting minute. See, I do have a rocksonline.com as an organization. We can make SHaDE or RGIN. Okay, let's do that right away. I think manager, create organization. Let's do create free organization. Already taken. Who has taken? Is it me? Did I take this already? Yeah, I already have it. See. So I do have this SHaDE organ. Yeah. So I'll have to add these members into this. So people, this you can make a note. I can add it here itself. Action item. Working on it. Oh, it's automatically capturing it.
No, I just typed. Then I thought, let me do it in text pad and then do a spell check and then add it.
Action item from last meeting is fine. Today's meeting. Okay, you can add it here. Where is the section? No. Why I'm not able to add a section here?
Maybe you should.
Here, there's a problem. It automatically doesn't recognize, right?
And there is also a check button, checkbox. There is a plus
tick.
button there, right?
Tick
Yeah,
on
action
tick.
item.
Correct. That's fine. So as and when you are done with it, you can do that. Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we could add this. You can bring this here. This way. All the action items can be taken, right? All the admin team, I'll do that later. This is the domain, right? Our organization. Okay, how do I add people here? Prasanna is already there. Venkatesh is also there. So only I need to invite. Do you have a GitHub ID?
I don't think so. No.
Then you create a GitHub profile and let me know.
Okay.
So they are already added and I need to add you. Venkatesham, why I am not able to add you here? You had some other name, huh? Like Tom Cruise, Cruiser, Captain.
I don't know, sir. I
Hmm.
think any
Right.
bugs are there.
Try
Ajay.
with L Venkatesh. No?
Okay. Venkateshwaran L. Lakshmi Narayanan. You are this guy, right?
Yes, sir. I am this guy.
Okay. Yeah, you are right, Rajani. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, this is fine. And we should also port or try, I don't know, let me check.
Non-guard.
Okay. What's the next action item?
Step
Appeal.
another, the last
Appeal
one.
Venkatesh it will be reviewed. This is fine, right? 244, 245, 246. Anything else to check further?
Anna, should we check the details in hosting beneficiary?
Do we create a new 189? There's a new beneficiary you. Okay. I think
Again,
it's good idea actually, hosting expenses. But why did we create a beneficiary? Only then we create it, is it? Can you not have a new appeal to the shared domain itself?
we can now, but where can we capture the hosting details? Like, for example, now we are using GoDaddy. And next time when we change,
I get it, but in that case, it will be too many, right? See, they are the service providers, I understand. They're not a beneficiary. In a way, you can treat them as well. Should we create new? But if at all you want to query it, we can query it under the name. If you want to, altogether it comes as one expense for hosting, right? Later, if we need a grouping of relevant expenses for a particular service provider, we can do a filtering, can play with the SQL query. Should we need to create a new beneficiary? That's a question. For hosting alone, do we need? We'll have to revisit that.
yes, even I had this query.
See, if you look at the appeal, okay, beneficiary here, your beneficiaries. 247, this is fine. Why can't this be brought under admin work itself? You get what I'm saying? That's what we discussed today also. So this is admin work on one beneficiary we created, right? On appeal, actually it should be appeal. But under this itself, we can have this hosting as well, right? Hosting is one expense. Tag it to the beneficiary called admin. Under admin, we can. Right? Okay, probably we will take a look later. Maybe we'll give it a thought how it really goes well. Yeah. We'll finish up the rest of the other action items. Come back. Yeah. Weekly balance, have you done it? In fact, I said before we start the recording, we should take a look at that.
Yeah.
But have you updated it?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe we
Sure,
can.
then we'll take a look once we are done with the recording. I'm stopping the recording. Okay. And requirement document to be created. Yes, mobile web portal version 3. We'll do it. Product requirements. I think I've started. There are quite a few drafts. We will do that, right? This is where we'll log. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. In fact, alongside for notification as well, as I said, right? The notification system, potentially it will have the customization of the users' preferences to turn on or off or subscribe to a particular category. We'll take a look what are all the category of events that gets published in the system, and people can be interested. Hey, I'm not interested in appeal admin work. Individuals, if you look at it, maybe somebody wants to be notified, hey, what actions are taking place in the system. Anybody will keep it open, right? We don't need to restrict it, we'll have it. Or somebody may be really interested what is happening with respect to appeals. We can say a new appeal gets created in the system. An appeal is updated. Something of that sort, right? Or transactions are acknowledged. Again, transaction will be too heavy. It shouldn't be too much as well. It should be limited, but with the relevant information. And appeal information getting updated. That's the appeal workflow. Right? Funds get remitted. We could notify everybody who is logged in. There is a fund remittance happened to this appeal. That's an event. Within the appeal workflow, we can do that, right? Say hosting expenses updated, new appeal created, hosting expense updated, or this meeting minutes shared, updated. We could do that. Meeting agenda gets published. That's a pure admin work. Meeting agenda. So this way, if at all, again, the four thoughts, right? I'm presuming if you're making it as a full-fledged workable portal, anybody who logs in, they get to see whatever we are now publishing. I think last week we have not published in the WhatsApp or main group. It's only with the SHaDE admin, right? But it was done only with the admin group, not with the main SHaDE group. But whoever gets logged into the portal subsequently, and I wish there has to be a regular traffic, people should get an idea of what is happening in the total ecosystem. So again, somebody is interested, okay, maybe let me subscribe to this update for a while and see what happens. Or next time when they log in, probably they're not frequent logger, right? Frequently logging in, frequent users. And maybe they feel it's too overwhelming. They can probably unsubscribe to any events. Just a customization choice. So this would be, I'll probably draft in the Confluence page today. So accordingly, we will make the design, DB design, flow, appeal workflow as well. How does it work? Yeah. That is one good example or one good candidate for tracking the requirements in Confluence. As part of the product requirement, we'll do that. What is next? Yeah. We do it regular interval journey, not just for 1 month. You never monthly once is mandatory. I don't deny, but time and again we can add it. So we'll have an understanding how the fund flow has progressed, right?
Monthly once, what I meant is entry per month. That should be okay, right? Like for example, yesterday I log in.
You will replace
today,
next week.
so with current
We
date.
can, but why don't we get it accumulated?
Okay.
So time and again the date, account number, and balance, right?
Okay.
So that way we will understand, okay, what had happened, the front flow, how does it go, right? It would be easy for more like audit trail, the traction of the funds, how does it go? We will have a better clarity. Otherwise, we will only have month on month, we will have, I don't deny. But this will still give more granular view of, okay, maybe we will restrict to weekly ones, right? Weekly ones. The week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, or the actual week, the day of the week, it's when we track it. Say probably today is, let's say, for example, 27th of October. Next week, 3rd November, 10th November, 17th November, 24th November. Then 1st December, likewise, we'll have it. 4 entries in a month. Yeah. The more is better always. Requirement is fine, we'll do it. Okay, I'll capture it here. What happened to the meeting agenda? Is it gone?
No, it's there.
No, I have not saved it, I guess.
Maybe connection.
No, I went back, right? I think it was. Is it not? We can check the version history. Current is yesterday. See, it is gone.
Okay. But how do we save it?
Yeah,
Because when I give
it
control S.
will automatically save it.
Uh,
I think I lost it. See here. This is what I was adding, right? Oh, here it is. Action item. Okay, that's great then. It should be auto saved ideally. That's there. Why it goes there? All right. See, if you look at it, you say update. It automatically gets saved. When I update it, it becomes fourth version, version 4. Comes down. And you can look at the page history. 4 is current, less than a minute ago. Right? So you click on the pencil icon. Now, it's a bit slow. Once we find this, we can have a walkthrough with the team. Yeah.
Can I put this in meeting record sheet? No, product requirements.
Yes. All right. I think to begin with the notification system. All right. That's the same thing. So why it always goes like this? No idea. This shouldn't be the case actually. Something fishy. It's not that friendly.
But and also one thing I noticed is when we create a task here, like for example, action item, somewhere in dashboard I saw there are pending list of tasks.
Yeah, automatically comes. That's the whole purpose, Janani. It's very difficult for us to manually collate. So they take an action item, what is not it automatically generates a summary. That's the beauty of it. To save your work. Right? That's a meditation. Hope you are still with us. You are paying attention. Venkateshwaran,
Sir?
hope you are still paying attention.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Sure. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Not sure. Probably we can take a look. We have to. But now why this is okay? Here it is. This action item tag itself.
I think it gets added only in the first thing, right?
No, it can be staggered down as well. That's not. This is also an action item. It takes everything. All right. Once it shapes up. Product requirements to be started by Raghavan and Janani to review, Janani to review this and share our inputs on the draft version. Once we finalize, we can have a walkthrough with the team, right? This is not an action item. Janani can be added is obviously action item on your name. All right. Okay. We'll delete the rest. They are not making any sense. Okay. All right. Go to next. What else? Requirement document to be captured. We have discussed. Share all mom to Prasanna Venkatesh and Prasanna to do that admin online. That's correct. This is because I tried. But that had an issue with the alignment. Tried exporting the previous meeting minutes from OneNote to PDF, but that had an issue with the alignment. Okay. I will share actually, share the copy paste. Sentence from OneNote to MS Word and share it with Prasanna. Okay. For the next action item, we had older table. That's fine. This can continue. I'll add it. This will continues. Nothing changes. All right. I'll do the data migration of fetching the previous meeting minutes. I don't know where it is. I need to search for again. Generally, here what we can do, two things. One, what was captured in the system. I don't know. I'll check. That can be added. That is like long back 2015 when we had. Now these days, since when Krishnaveni was with us, I've been capturing the meeting minutes in OneNotes. Those OneNotes can potentially be added into discussion points into our system. Probably what we can make, we can have the Agile Confluence page also handy. We need to bifurcate whether do we need to duplicate it. Maybe going forward when the notification, everything is in place, we can get rid of Confluence and keep everything in our. So that way we can, until then we can use this, right? Okay. Meeting which will be captured through, yeah, that's fine. Add the meeting which to be captured, add a task, I think, right? Jira task. Check on how to create view appeal report in Confluence. What is this? View appeal report in Confluence.
I think I missed this, but probably the discussion was about creating a report, maybe a report on what and all appeals are open and how how many, I mean, how much of funds are dispersed?
That's a separate functionality requirement. Under product requirement, we can add it. Notification, right?
And we can also add this meeting minutes in the product requirement also.
Yes, that's correct. You can add it, yeah. Meetings and meeting minutes with the action item. If you can understand, Venkatesh, please pay attention, Janani, right? If you could understand, we're
Yes.
trying to build an ecosystem
Yes,
where
sir.
we will capture the meeting in meeting minutes. In the meeting minutes itself, if we mark it as a tick box or action item, this has to be converted as a task to that individual. Clear?
Yeah, okay, sir.
That way, so the notification system will help as a wrapper. Meeting minutes is another module which will have to correlate with each other. That way, this will make use of the notification system. So when any update or task we capture in the meeting minutes, notification, the notification system will come into picture. Behind the scenes, we'll use it. Okay, here there's a task action item. It will automatically create a task and mark it against you. When you log in, you will have a dashboard portal to get to see, okay, these are all my tasks, and you can have.
Yeah. Okay, understand, sir.
Yeah, that's a holistic picture of the
Mm.
notification system, which I'm trying to make it now, which will be a backbone, and we can use it for email notification also potentially. Then we can make an entry what gets notified. Very significant updates we could do, not for every other transaction, right? Every transaction acknowledgement need not be captured, but significant, important for all. We can have probably we can have a button in the transaction view page. If we need to make it as a reference, we'll add it so that it goes as a notification to all. You get what I'm saying? For probable remittance, fund remittance when we disperse, we could have it flagged to capture the preference. Should it be entered in the notification? Should there be a notification for this remittance? While we are acknowledging the transaction, of course, people read it in the email. I don't deny. External party gets the email. Within the SHaDE members, if there is a general notification to be triggered for this remittance or disbursement of funds, we can have an system even posted as a notification, like fund disbursement. Financial notification can be posted. Is that clear? Janani and Venkateshwara?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. What next? Meeting minutes, and then we're supposed to add one more. What was that? Now? Appeal, admin report. Current transaction, current snapshot of transactions. This is when you say current snapshot, it will say about number of appeals ongoing, what is the status of it, what is the total funds needed, what's the total funds required, did we remit any funds till date, then still what is pending, and any remarks, etc. that we can bring it in a fashion. That's right. Okay. What is next? Rajamani Muniyappan, did we close this?
I found that a few transactions from IOB was not acknowledged. I have informed Venkatesh on it. I couldn't work on it, probably.
Why? Okay, Venkateshwaran, any update on this?
Yeah, I find it, sir, but I can do it right now. Today I will complete this, sir.
But why you have to wait for a week, Venkateshwaran? When we discussed last week, I've
Yeah,
explained.
yeah, sir. Last week I complete almost over the task, but couldn't some 2 or more only the pending section, sir.
Okay. Can you please, because I would genuinely request.
Yeah,
like
sure, sir, sure, sir.
Last week, the acknowledgement is the main reason you guys are here. You are here, Venkateshwaran.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I can see, otherwise I was managing everything. Because this is time sensitive and I'm not able to genuinely give the time, I needed for a person out from outside. Otherwise, for sure, rest of all the things we manage. And she is much better. Janani knows the thing system, right? We used to manage. So that said, I would again request and repeat. I can repeat let's not have any delays, please, especially when the person has asked for it. He said,
Yes,
no,
yes, sir.
but I don't see any traction. Can you please do it and also complete the work and acknowledge him, confirm to him in the main chat,
Yeah, sure, sir.
WhatsApp group that, hey, it is done. Rajamani has, it is done, can you please check? Okay,
Yeah, sure.
okay, thanks. 10th August. So did we not try acknowledge any transaction from, but I see that in the, probably I'm not taking a deep dive on it, but I see that we are doing DB up to date every week. I thought it is taking that as well, is it not, Venkateshwaran? In October, why the total people say? Yeah, it's. Naveen Bingi, 9th. Does that mean that we did not receive any contribution after 9th? Till 27th?
So
No,
15 and 16 days, 2 more transaction, and Triple S also one transaction in pending, sir.
ICICI is predominantly done now, but I think IOB was missed.
IOB
somehow.
only this month, I think, 4 transactions, sir. I already acknowledged.
Sure. Okay. Okay, after 9, there are 2 transactions you say, and you're ready to do that, acknowledge it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But it's again 9th also 18 days, close to 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, Venkateshwaran. Yeah,
So it's a date 20 and 21, sir.
okay. So it's again time, even 2021, 1 week. So you could have done it yesterday or at least today. Please spend 15 minutes,
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir.
finish it off. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where do we stand in terms of triple S? I'm not checking this. Okay, I see it's October also, it is there. After August 10th. Oh, for the August month after 10th, we are not acknowledged, huh?
Yes,
Raja,
no, like after 10th, there were few. I think that was
September
missed.
also I see 2 entries. Why September? 2 times Naveen Mungi. 2002? 500?
He gave it as, I mean,
August,
one-time payment
The
for 2
August month
months.
and more September month, sir. He give the September month for the August month contribute, sir.
Okay. Okay, you take 1,000 there, 1,000 here. 500. All right. So September also there is only one transaction, is it? What about mine? I hope I gave contributed as well. Mine is received from October, September, right? Jan is it not?
Yeah, I think your
IOB,
transaction is coming this month only, sir. Next previous month I can't see that, sir.
Maybe it's standing instructions is
Yeah,
gone.
per 8 minutes, I will check and report you, sir.
And what about the transactions, Venkateshwaran? You are supposed to share me the transactions, right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't receive it. Did you do it? Did you share it?
I share it in the, I think, admin query, sir, in the SQ sheet.
Okay, I'll take it from there. But you need to let me know.
Yeah,
If you
sure, sir.
add it in the sheet, then how do I know? Yeah.
And one more thing is, there are lot of transaction in miscellaneous, sir, in September month. I'm put up on a worksheet. I will
Sure.
share it and we will check that, sir.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am sending it right away for Agasthian. He's transferred it to me.
Yes, sir. Augustine is only. And one more thing, from one transaction, I had a little bit confusion. It like some description like a Poratasi something, that's I not acknowledge it,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, sir.
That
But
I'll
who sent it, sir? I want to know
I
that
should have
name.
sent.
You yourself, sir.
I think by mistake would have sent. Let's check. Take a look. I'll send it to me. I'll take a look. Yeah.
Yeah, some transaction are I know that who are sent that's all, sir. I have some list of file. I will send you, sir. Please let me know who the people are sent the mail ID
Sure.
and the shared ID. After that, I
I-
will acknowledge it right now, sir.
I've just sent for Agasthian, 1,500 rupees, which he always sends.
Yeah,
I've
yeah, sure, sir.
my personal account to SHaDE account, ICICI SHaDE. We can that's for this month, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thanks. And Venkateshwaran, you added that sheet. Where is it? Admin sheet. Where is it?
So in my Google Drive, sir, I'm in my phone, but after 1 hour, I go to my room. So after I will share you, sir.
If you keep it in your Google Drive, how do I?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Venkateshwaran,
Sir.
I know. Yeah, okay. So you have to complete this work. Probably I'll request. Finish
Yeah,
it.
sure, sir.
Give me confirmation, please. Yeah. And if you
Okay,
I don't want to repeatedly keep it for pending. All right. If you look at it, I am also trying to act on few items then and there.
Hmm.
Not always to take it back later. Then we may miss it. We'll do
Yes.
later, we'll do later. Likewise, it keeps getting dragged. Right? This
Yes,
is
sir.
something you need to improve. That's a discipline I want you to have it, please.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, what next? Yes,
Anna, I think there is also a query like, what is the best way to store all these transactions now? Because like sometimes I log in and check the bank statement. I do a transaction acknowledgement, and I either ping Venkatesh in WhatsApp group. Then there is a possibility that he may miss, or the transaction what he had done. There is a possibility that I may miss. So again, I have to recheck from the beginning. So if there is a place where maybe a text pad or something like that. For example, if two transactions is there in bank statement today, I just copy paste and put it in the text pad somewhere in cloud and make an entry that Janani has acknowledged it, so that there is no need of Venkatesh's action
That
there.
we could do. Potentially, we can make an automation or check whether the transaction has been already acknowledged or not always. And then we can stop you then and there in the system. If the transaction removes already there is a matching transaction, we can say, hey, it's already acknowledged. You want to proceed further still. Probably one case it could be a false positive is for duplicate, like what Naveen Bingi says.
Naveen Bingi,
Same transaction we have it, but it will remind you. We can have it, make a Jira entry that it can potentially check and acknowledge the user to intimate that, hey, there is a transaction already there in place. Do you want to still proceed? So one check we could make it runtime and then we can verify it. Add a Jira task, probably in the Confluence itself. Yeah. And
but my query is slightly different now. Sorry to interrupt.
I understand.
This is the change that we can do in system. I agree. But my question is very basic. Like when two admins are working together in a real-time scenario, I log into the bank statement and I find a couple of transactions that have been received or sent or whatever be the case. So I take it and I acknowledge it. But the other person may not know. He has to again log into the bank statement and then he has to verify from the beginning of the month, because that's how I do. Just to verify if Venkatesh has done it or
what
not.
we could do, two things we could do. One, that is when I said the notification. Admin team can have the notification. They should be logged into the portal first. Now going forward, before you start any administrative activity, ultimately, I'm looking at an ecosystem where mainly admin team should be logged into the portal and see what has happened before you start your work. There could be too many notifications, I don't deny. If you are a part of admin team, we should be getting many more. But we'll have to filter that. We'll filter that as well. All the notifications, I'm going to even develop that. See, assuming there are 100 notifications when you log in, it will be too overwhelming for anybody to consume everything. We will bifurcate, similar to how we show it in SBI portal, right? Like the profile tab, we bifurcated based on, we categorize the information based on different group. Likewise, inside notification, if you click, you will have tab based. These are all the admin activity. These are all the financials. These are all probably, appeal related, etc., etc. And then you can do it. Within which also you could filter. We can have filtering employed. So it is easy for you to get verify, have a check, effective check without spending more time, and you can understand. All right. Even if you think it is confusing, what we can do before you gonna start the actual work, we will create a place where you make a button. Click on a button. I am starting the work now.
I wanted this
That
as
way, others when they log in, I'm saying primary reason is you can capture it in the product also. We'll have a feature. When assuming you are logging in now, you will log into the portal first. And you say, I am starting the admin work, you click on the button. Until you disable the button or re-enable it, anybody else, right? Others will not see it enabled. They say it is disabled. So that indicates you are working on. And when the moment you click, needless to say now, what should happen? The moment you click a button, what should it happen?
there should be notification.
Exactly.
We have a notification, sir.
System will generate a notification to all the admin, whoever is logged in, you get to see. We'll say Janani started the admin work now. Later, Janani stopped, completed the admin work. After a while, probably Venkateshwaran started the admin work. It could be admin work. You don't need to we don't need to get into too much of it, right? Admin work or bank transactions, we can put it that way. Only for that, not about login, logout. It's not about real-time status. Oh, Janani is logged in, Raghavan is logged out. No, that will not capture it. That's okay. The moment, this is only what is important for us. We can generate that so that that screen is only visible to admin team, not anybody else will have it. And we will get to see, we have an audit trail as well, who has been doing at what time, etc. And you can leave a remark task. When you are completing it, is there any remark you want to add? Hey, yes, this session, when I was acknowledging a transaction, I found this to be discrepancy. Maybe I need to check with Raghavan or Raghavan, whatever you want to put. So that line or that particular transaction will not be touched by others because you are owning it. Likewise, you can have a notification as well as an action item also. You click on it, it will be an action item onto me. With that transaction remarks, you add it. This is what is your query. So there is no more Excel sheet, no more WhatsApp chats. Everything comes within the system. Everything comes within the system. You initiate, you log in, you do your admin work, you have a query, you lock the button so that others cannot do anything. Cannot do means they will not do any parallel activity. It's advised not to do it. At least they should wait. What are you doing? If not, outside the system, you have an agreement. Hey, I am only working on IOB now. You do ICSA or vice versa, whatever it is. Clear? So that level of understanding we can have it. Once you are done with your exercise activity, you're going to record if there is any observation you made or anything to be clarified. That could be a potential action item for others. Maybe you may have not always it's a query with me. You may want to check, it looks like this is a duplicate or it's not done. Venkateshwaran, can you please check? You could tag Venkateshwaran. So that
in previous month, we have facing some issue. Like Janani Akka was entered some transaction ID. I am logging after the same ID was transaction ID. I will acknowledge it, sir. So this issues commonly comes 1 to 2 times. After we realized we want to take that separate job. Once Jananeka said right now like that, there are some same transaction. The two members are working at the same time. We are facing some issues. Like your solution is a better solution for this case. We actually going to that, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Then you can make a note in product requirement. Make it as a product requirement. Accordingly, we will convert that as an epic in Jira and start picking up and developing it. That way we do. Yeah. Good. That's good. So this is where the notification and all that. See, again, please have the mindset, guys. You imagine whatever the extra other tools that we have should be cut down. admin queries, whatever we have, everything should be brought within our single portal. Precisely, we are now talking about the web application, but it can also be done in the mobile Android app as well. We can do it. Ultimately, it's gonna same database, same thing, right? Only thing is the rendering device is gonna vary. We will have that flavor as well. All right, thanks. What next? This I couldn't check journey. I'll check. There's an action item. You put a checkbox. I'll request you to add those rest of others as well. Put a checkbox. Beneficiary bank account details. We'll do that. I think this long pending. We'll do that. Hosting expenses and these two. We can work on it. Yeah. What is it for May month IOB acknowledgement? This also I couldn't check, but I'll do. All right. Anything else? I think pretty much we covered. Anything else?
No, sir.
All good.
1 second, let me check the queries sheet.
Please, you can take a look. Yeah. We'll wrap it up quickly today. Yeah. I also need to travel now today. So remaining, I'll update the product entries. Accordingly, notification as well, I'll keep building. But I want the people to start regularly using it, right? We will have a separate session of walkthrough of notification, what we have, etc. Yeah.
Just couple of questions now.
Sure.
The WhatsApp group that we are creating for appeals, like for example, maybe Preeti's appeal 237. Should we, I mean, what is the best practice? We delete the WhatsApp group or we just remove?
If it is done, we delete the group. We'll remove the members and delete it. Or if you think you can keep it active for a while, maybe we can remove the members. Maybe we'll give it a month or two afterwards. It's better, I would say, we delete the group. If needed, we can recreate it. Otherwise, with a lot of junk groups. Let's delete because the purpose of the appeal is done, right? Only thing is we may miss the tractions, but that also, most of the updates should happen going forward journey. You know, that's a long pending dream. Anything, everything happens on the appeal. Should everything be there in the portal? That's the birthplace. Since decades I have been talking about. This WhatsApp should just be a quick chat with the people. But all the potential follow-ups, notifications should happen in the portal. Even if people respond in the WhatsApp, we ask them to log into the portal and do it. Give an update in the portal. That comments should be moderated though, because there is a limitation. We are regular members, we can be logged in. We can log into the system. But we cannot necessitate the same with the beneficiaries. They may not have a longer association with the system like we have. They may use it for their appeal and they may not come back here at all. They may not continue the journey within the SHaDE portal, right? Which is all right, which is a fair game. So that said, we cannot ask them to log in to the system, etc. That updates can be given by the beneficiaries. But what we can do potentially still, if you want to do it, there are two things. One, we keep it open for public. Everybody can ask. But there is a risk. We need to moderate the comments. Instead, the other alternate approach is we create a temporary login for them and give it to them with some ID. Give it to them, associate their names with that. Please make a note. It's a good product requirement. Or you can watch the recording. The Zoom also is going to give a summary. That will also be helpful. This would be an interesting feature. We need to do it. So we will create a temporary login for them. That can always be set aside for a validity. Only then they can log in. Afterwards, they cannot. We will let it cease to expire after a month or so, whatever it is. We'll keep it limited. And we share the credentials with them. We will onboard them. Again, notification. When the moment we create an appeal, we create a beneficiary, right? We tag the representatives. Alongside, the notifications can go with their temporary login credentials. Using that credential, the beneficiary or the representative can log into the portal. Portal, when I say, be it a web or app, doesn't matter. They can log into our app, SHaDE app, again, I'm assuming we'll have an Android app. They can log in using that to our portal using that credential, temporary credentials, with which they can enter their comments. So it will be in such a way that still restricted public, not open public. The comments need not be really moderated because we know who is giving the comment. Clear? There is one more extension to it. Same beneficiary can be a beneficiary for multiple appeals. In that case, what we can do? We can generate a random password, but we need not create a new login ID for them. It's already there. Assuming there is one beneficiary, let's say, for example, there is a person by named Rajkumar, who is a beneficiary. We created temporary ID for him. For appeal 123, he has been added as a beneficiary. First time when we create, he is not there as part of a system. We create his login ID, temporary login ID, and we give it to him. We'll have some bifurcation. We'll have T_B_, whatever it is. That way, it is for them, not for us. And then the appeal goes for a month's time. He is done with it. His login ID ceases to exist. We are good. We remitted the funds. We close the appeal, completed the appeal. After 6 months, same Rajkumar brings another appeal. He acts as a beneficiary. In this case, analogy, beneficiary into appeal versus appeal. You get what I'm saying? One beneficiary can be a part of multiple appeals. So the username and password can still be the same, whatever we create for him, because it is the same user. Correct? But he is a part of multiple appeals. And we will just, what we can do, maybe for security reasons, we will generate a new password, assign it to him, and we will unlock his user account and give it to him. That way, now he has a new credentials, but same user ID, new password. And he can also view his previous appeal is closed. He cannot edit or anything. Maybe add a comment, etc. Right? Administrative actions we can take. But for the currently ongoing appeal, he will have more insights, visibilities to it. You get what I'm saying? This is another cloud of people we can bring it into the system. They can coexist with us. But that's a good starting point of the new requirement. Make it into the product. I think I'm done with updating the Confluence now. You can please continue.
Okay.
I'll take a look. We will design this as only for beneficiaries or representatives. Maybe we'll denote it B_R_, or simply we'll say T_. Doesn't matter. Beneficiary representative T_. Let's not complicate it. Let's have very simple. Make it simple as best as possible. T_ means they are a temporary login. Provided sometimes a beneficiary can turn out to be a member. Then we can take a look later, we can enhance it. It's all agile. We don't need to think everything upfront. It's not a waterfall. Yeah. All right. What else? Next query, Janani. Then, okay, coming back to your main question. This WhatsApp group can be closed.
Okay.
Better. Let's not meddle with multiple groups. This can be closed. And always have the name as WhatsApp group WG. I put it that way. WhatsApp group SHaDE. Then appeal number, the appeal ID. Yeah. And if you want, you can add a date also, short date, 27 OCT24. So we'll understand that and then give the name of the beneficiary. As long as the group is active, then we can close it. While
Close it and delete it as well. Close
yes.
it, leave it for a while, and then we can delete it forever.
Delete it. Send a thank you message. Thank you for this. When we are happy to help you. Just a thank you message and close it. Don't abruptly remove the people and close.
Yeah.
Doesn't look nice. Always, I would prefer to have a courteous message with a good thank you for giving us an opportunity. I hope we can have a template. I hope we are able to do our best. Please do let us know should there be any need in future. We will be always ready to help. With that note, now as part of our administrative exercises, we will be closing the group. Then we will close the group and leave it for a while and delete it. Yeah. Next.
Next is just a reconfirmation query now. Like when I add Prasanna, the mail was sent. When I added a new member, the mail was sent through GoDaddy. So is the issue is only with the transaction acknowledgement page that mail is not
That's an
going?
interesting observation. I didn't know. Interesting observation. It could be with the transaction acknowledgement. We'll check. I'll certainly take a look. Please.
Okay.
That's an interesting fact. Maybe By the time Krishnaveni was around, we didn't have the functionality of adding a new member mostly. She was the
Yeah,
last,
probably.
and I don't know. But as a good, interesting observations, please raise a Jira, mention the
Yeah,
test.
it is there.
Thanks. And that has to be probably top-notch journey. Maybe when we are working on it, right? Email issue is the topmost Jira priority. And what else we spoke? Interesting or critical, most critical. Maybe we can have it in the backlog. We'll review it and keep it in the top of the backlog. Yeah. Okay. What next?
I think the only one which was open was about the beneficiary, separate beneficiary for hosting. Should we need it or not? That is the only
I don't
decision
think we
pending.
need that. We can use that beneficiary for something else because
Oh.
admin work is one beneficiary under which we tag. Otherwise, there'll be too many things to confuse it.
Yeah.
Admin work is one beneficiary. Under admin, we have one for hosting, we have one for salary. One such activity, right? Likewise, if there is anything, if you want to add it, we can bifurcate it. But because we don't need to track them as their, obviously for each transaction remittance where we are adding it, we'll add a remorse. We should be good with it. I think, but you have a point. Today it was with nitty-gritty. Later it was with GoDaddy. So that's a good genuine doubt. I don't disagree with it. But for now,
But again, that is just the contact information and email ID keeps
bank
changing.
account, exactly.
We always
Bank
have it
account,
in
we can
their
tag it.
page.
For a bank account, we can tag it that way. They need not be called as a, they are beneficiaries in a way. In a way, we send money to them, but not from the appeal perspective, right? So all tag can be tagged under admin work.
Admin work,
Doesn't
okay.
really matter how much we spent on GoDaddy. We can filter it, probably. Otherwise, what I'm thinking, you know what? It's a trade-off. It will be creating too many beneficiaries for us. For the moment, I think, let's think through and keep it as it. Yeah, we will probably enhance it later. For a while, we'll keep it. Have one beneficiary tagged under the admin work as the image I have shown. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Anything else? What else?
No, I think we are good.
We are good. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
So next Sunday, we are again catching. Same time?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
Sure. Okay. Should there be any changes, we'll keep it flexible. But as of now, we'll keep it on the same time. 11:30 we'll catch. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
sure,
you. Thank you. All of you have a happy and safe Diwali. Wish you everybody.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
happy Diwali, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.